Fit to Love, episode 158, What is a Mother?
Fit to Love is physical, emotional, and spiritual fitness to achieve the happy life you deserve. From exercise to cooking, relationships, and spirituality, you'll find all the inspiration you need right here with our host, JJ Flizanes.
Hello and welcome to Fit to Love Sexy Saturdays. Today's show, What is a Mother? So I wanted to give a shout out to all the mothers in the Fit to Love podcast community. I'm going to call you Fit to Lovers. And I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to you, to those of you that have children, and to those of you who don't have children. What is a mother? I think mothering is a choice. To be a mother might not have been a choice for some people, but mothering becomes a choice. So I'm going to read a little poem. What is a mother? A mother is someone to shelter and guide us, to love us whatever we do, with a warm understanding and infinite patience, and wonderful gentleness too. How often a mother means swift reassurance in soothing our small childish fears. How tenderly mothers watch over their children and treasure them all through the years. The hearth of a mother is full of forgiveness for any mistake, big or small, and generous always in helping her family who needs she has placed above all. A mother can utter a word of compassion and make all our cares fall away. She can brighten a home with the sound of her laughter and make life delightful and gay. A mother possesses incredible wisdom and wonderful insight and skill. In each human heart is that one special corner which only a mother can fill. That was written by Catherine Nelson Davis. Now, as I was reading that, for some of you, you're lovingly remembering or thinking about your mother, whether she is with us or has transitioned. Some of you are thinking about yourself as a mother to your children. And some of you are thinking, I didn't have that kind of mother. So for those of you who didn't have that kind of mother and yearn or long for or miss that part, I want to invite you to allow yourself the gift of giving that to yourself, of figuring out what it is you didn't get and give it to yourself. Because we can't control others, but we can control ourselves. And while the pain can be deep and the longing can be big for that which we didn't get, we do have the opportunity to find a way to give it to ourselves. And for those of you that aren't mothers of children, but you're feeling need to celebrate or even want to be acknowledged in some way. I know for me, I don't have human children, but I have had feline children for a very long time. And I'm a mothering. In fact, in one of my mastermind groups, one of the women said to me, "You're such a mother," just because of the way that I took care of the group, the way that I would feed them and just sort of prepare ahead of time and think about what they needed or pack for them or just help. So I've often been told that I'm a good mother by adults and by other people who have always said, well, you'll be a great mom. And while that would be great if I have the blessing to have human children, in the process, I know I'm a great mom to my cats and to the people who I love and take care of. And if you're a woman without children, but you caretake your mother or your grandmother or somebody else, you're a mother too. And while, just like with Valentine's Day and Fit to Love, I believe that whether you can celebrate being single because you're celebrating the love of your life, which is you, meaning you are full of love. And if you're not full of love, you have the opportunity and capacity to be full of love and to access an open heart full of love in order to shower it and attract others and to connect with others through a big, wide, open heart full of love. Well, same thing on Mother's Day. I invite you to, if you're not a mother, in fact, last year I started to give myself gifts on Mother's Day because taking care of animals and other people isn't the same. I understand that, but there's still a desire and a love and a quality about a dedication that you have to an animal or to other people that may not be children that you birthed or adopted or care for 24/7. Maybe you're a great aunt. Maybe you're a great grandmother. Maybe you're a great aunt-in-law or a stand-in aunt. One of my clients calls me Auntie JJ, of course, for all of her felines, but there is a mothering that goes on. So last year, I decided around Mother's Day that I would buy myself a little gift because the society around me isn't going to recognize me as a mother because I don't have human children. And the people that I know, my family, my friends, they're not going to recognize me as a mother either, most likely. Because, like I said, I haven't birthed a child or am taking care of a child 24/7. However, I give my whole heart and soul to my animals and to other people, and I wanted to celebrate that. So I wanted to acknowledge within myself that I have mothering qualities. And I know I'm a good mother, and I know I will be a good mother if I decide to be a mother of other kinds of species in the future. So I'm sharing this with all of you because I'm not sure where you all are. I know some of you are single mothers and some of you are not mothers and single, and some of you are married with children. So wherever you fall on the spectrum, I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day to you and use this as a time to celebrate yourself. For those of you mothers who are married or not and have multiple children and find it hard to celebrate yourself because you feel like you have so many other priorities ahead of you, if no other day of the year to take some time, because remember, your children learn more from your example than from what you tell them. You can make the biggest impact on your children by modeling what it is you want for them. I know a lot of mothers whose addiction is busyness. And the excuse is, well, I can't do that because I have children, or I can't do that because I have to give to everybody else and there's no time for me. And if that's what you've been saying, then it might be your opportunity to grow in that area. It might be time to stop the pathology that keeps getting passed down from generation to generation of women who don't give to themselves or take care of themselves or value themselves, because what ends up happening is that you look for validation outside of you. And then you give and give and give because you think someone will receive it, appreciate it, and then turn around and honor you for it, and they may not. And then women get upset at their children for not appreciating them, but the mothers never showed them what that looked like. So, please remember, you first and foremost are a model. What doesn't matter what comes out of your mouth, doesn't matter what you tell them to do. They are seeing and feeling the energy of what it is you do. I had an experience with my mother a few years ago where right before I was going to see her, I had an incident happen and all these different feelings came up, and I was hosting a dinner party. It was a holiday event, and all the things that came up for me, I had talked with the therapist I was working with at the time, and she said it sounds like, or it feels like, an insecurity. And I said, I agree, but I don't know where it comes from. And my husband said to me at that moment, how, you insecure? Well, look how you were raised. You were very supported. Your parents give you positive affirmation. You have great relationships with them. I don't understand where that could come from. And I agreed with him that logically I couldn't see where it came from, but I definitely knew that it was true. It resonated. And then 2 days later, I was with my mother and feeling her energy and realized that energetically, some of the things that she had modeled, I embodied and took on. And it wasn't my stuff, but I grew up with that stuff. And my mother's wonderful and fabulous and amazing, but we all have baggage. And unless you heal your own baggage, it will get passed down. So please take the time today to celebrate who you are and what you give to your children and to the world. And ask yourself what it is that you need. What is it that you need that you can do for yourself today or for the next year? How would you like to change your life? How are you modeling caretaking and self-worth to your children? And if it's not something you're doing in a way that you're pleased with, or you don't like the results because your children are starting to show you back, they're starting to be that mirror for you, how can you change that today? So happy Mother's Day. Mothers are the rock. Mothers are the rock. Mothers are the ones that will do what they need to in order to make things happen. And, it's Mother Earth as far as I'm concerned, and it's while the masculine and the feminine are both very important and integral, mothers and women in general have that capacity to go that extra mile on all different levels. And while men are amazing and we need them and they anchor us and they ground us, we occupy a space and we have capabilities that can be magical. So treat that magic with respect and with honor, and treat yourself with respect and honor. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, whether you're a mother of many children or many animals or many people. Part of your life is about service, and part of your calling may be to create an example through your own service to yourself. And this would be the day and the weekend and the month and the year to put that into serious practice. So happy Mother's Day. What does your self-care routine have to do with dating and relationships? Everything. How you treat yourself is the blueprint for how you show others how to treat you. I call this your body blueprint. Ready to change your body blueprint and manifest better quality relationships and physical results? I am giving away free copies of the second edition of Fit to Love, How to Get Physically, Emotionally, and Spiritually Fit to Attract the Love of Your Life when you subscribe to this podcast. Visit fittolove.tv/ebook to download your copy today. That's FIT2love.tv/ebook. Let's transform your body and your relationships. The Fit to Love podcast show offers you 6 days a week of helpful content to achieve the happy life you deserve. Movement Mondays and Tasty Tuesdays are weekly video casts, while Wellness Wednesdays, Thoughtful Thursdays, Freedom Fridays, and Sexy Saturdays are audio-only shows themed every week to address your holistic life and needs. If this show inspired you, we would love for you to share it and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us today. Head on over to fittolove.tv for recaps of every show, resources, and to join the community. That's FIT2love.tv. Have a fit and fabulous day.